Yo, what is going on, NFL fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about Jared Goff and the massive deal he just got from the Lions. He's extended through the 2028 season, $212 million, $170 million guaranteed money. Is Jared Goff worth this contract? And are the Lions legitimate Super Bowl contenders? Stick around. Before we get started, if you guys like NFL content, all kinds of sports content, you got to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Oh my God, did Jared Goff get paid? Highest paid quarterbacks by average annual value, number 2 in the NFL. Currently, the only quarterback above him is Joe Burrow. By average annual value, he's getting paid more than Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and Patrick Mahomes, and Kyler Murray. Oh, baby, Jared Goff got a bag. I do like the deal, however. He's a younger guy. He's 29 and a half. He'll be 30 in October, so he's got plenty of years left to play at the elite level in the NFL. I like how they only did 4 years. It's not like a 6 or 7 year, some ridiculously long contract. I think 4 years is good for Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions as a franchise. Because if you check out the screen right now, the Detroit Lions are paying 3 guys an absolute ton of money. They're going for it, man. They see the window in front of them, and they're going to storm right through it. The average annual value for Goff, $53 million. $30 million for Amon-Ra St. Brown, and $28 million for offensive tackle Penei Sewell. The values, $212 million for Goff, $120 million for Amon St. Brown, and $112 million for Penei Sewell. That's almost $500 million on 3 players, guys. The Lions are going for it. They see with the current roster that they have and the defense that they're building with Aiden Hutchinson, this is the time for the Lions to put all their chips in the middle of the pot and go all in. That's what they're all doing, man. They got rockets. They're pushing all in. I do like this deal. I mean, I don't know. If you look at Jared Goff's career, he's had ups and downs, right? He started out really poorly in LA, but then he started to bounce back as the years came along. And then he regressed a little bit for 3 years. And then since he got in Detroit, he had a tough first year, 60 overall offensive PFF grade, 72 in 2022, and then a dominant year, 84.4 offensive grade, 30 tutties, 12 interceptions. I want to see him cut those interceptions down. If we can get that in single digits, that would be great for the Lions. But he did throw the ball over 600 times, 67% completion percentage, 4,500 yards. Not career highs, but close to it with yards. He had 4,600 2 times with the Rams. So he has the ability. When Jared Goff has good players around him, a solid offensive line, there's no better offensive line in football than the Detroit Lions, in my opinion. So I like this deal. Is he worth the money? That remains to be seen. $53 million a year is a ton of money. But when you look at the guys he's in this group with, that's pretty commonplace. All these deals were signed before, and every year you wait, the more money you got to pay with quarterbacks. That's just how it is. But in my honest opinion, when building an NFL roster, paying $50 million for one player really constrains your team with building a roster under the salary cap, guys. $50 million for Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Jared Goff, and Joe Burrow. That's the $50 million crew. And I'm projecting Pat Mahomes for his next deal is probably going to get $60 million. It's crazy the amount of money these quarterbacks are getting. And then a lot of other positions like running backs are getting like peanuts on the dollar. So will this trajectory continue where quarterbacks are going to be making $75 million a year to play 17 games? It's pretty crazy to me. But Jared Goff has been very successful. In his first season with the Rams, 4-12, second season 11-5, third season 13-3. Then he started to regress a little bit. So will that happen again in Detroit? 3-13-1 his first year with Detroit, 9-8 in year 2, 12-5 in the third year. He's getting better and better and better in this offense. He's a really good player, man. If you look at the Lions' offensive rankings under offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, man. He's in the top 5 in points per game and yards per game each and every year the last 2 years. I mean, this offense is humming with Ben Johnson and Jared Goff. They're on the same page, right? And when you have a good offensive coordinator, you have a good head coach, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, you got one of the best tackles in the league in Penei Sewell, one of the best offensive lines collectively in the NFL. $53 million a year is a lot of money to pay any player, but it's only a 4-year deal. He's 29 this year. He'll be 30 in 2024. 31 in 2025, and then so on and so forth. So when this contract is over, he's still only going to be 33, 34, and we've seen in the NFL that quarterbacks can play at an elite level well into their late 30s, so he might even get another contract for the Lions depending on how these 4 years shake out. They are definitely Super Bowl contenders. If you look on the screen, this is FanDuel's odds to win the NFC and make it to the Super Bowl. Plus 600 for the Lions, number 2 in the NFC, just behind the 49ers at plus 250. Honestly, if I'm a betting guy, I'd rather take the Lions at plus 600 than the 49ers at plus 250. That's just my opinion. So what is my ultimate opinion on this contract? 4 years, $200 million plus, $170 million guaranteed. I kind of wish the guaranteed money wasn't as high on this deal, but it's still a really good deal. 4 years, $212, $170 million. I wish it was in that $125 million range if I'm the GM, because if quarterbacks get hurt, man, there's a lot of dead money on the table, right? But I think it's a good deal. I definitely think the Lions are Super Bowl contenders. And for me, they are the team to beat in the NFC. They should have went to the Super Bowl. They didn't blow it with that trash secondary. But they upgraded the secondary, hopping above the Packers, trading with the Dallas Cowboys to get Terry and Arnold. They did a really good job adding other corners in the draft as well. I look for this defense to take another step forward and the Lions to take a step forward and make the Super Bowl and potentially win a Super Bowl. I love the Lions this year. I like this deal. For me, it's a B+ deal for the Detroit Lions. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Jared Goff is worth this kind of money? Do you think he's worth this kind of guaranteed money? Let me know in the comments below. Is this a good deal or a bad deal for the Lions? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.